You ever scrolling online and realize that you look nothing like your own pictures? You should probably stop that. You catfish. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Have you ever looked online and realized that you don't measure up to all the flawless images that you see? It's scary and honestly kind of crazy how social media can really warp our sense of self. Social media has undoubtedly become a part of our everyday lives. It's there. We're in there. We're in the knee deep thick of it. And with TikTok and Instagram and even YouTube being constantly pushed and fed to us, we see these images of perfection and we subconsciously compare ourselves. But have you ever really just stopped to think about how that's really affecting your mental health and your self image and the way you look and see your own body? The constant stream of curated feeds and perfectly edited pictures, photos, and videos being pushed onto us, it's overwhelming, and it can make a lot of us feel like we're not good enough, we're not fit enough, we're not pretty enough, our hair isn't long enough, our hair isn't the right texture, our skin isn't clear enough. All those sorts of different things that, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter. We're sitting up comparing ourselves, the behind the scenes, to the curated image that we're seeing online, and that is a recipe for disaster. Social media has created a lot of unrealistic beauty standards. A lot of the things that we see online are just simply unattainable with, editing and filter, airbrush. Like, there's so many different things that go on even before they take that picture that are already unrealistic. And a lot of these beauty standards, even if they are attainable, are extremely unhealthy, especially with the rise of diet culture. I would say, at least in my lifetime, I've seen diet culture from the craziness that it was in the early 2000s to what it is today. And it's scary. The constant push of diet culture and influencer culture mixing in together, we're now getting this nice little mix of people feeling like I have to go to extreme measures to be the average person. And the worst part is that we're the little guinea pigs, not even aware of the experiment that is being pushed upon us. The name of the game is engagement. And how better can I keep you engaged to make you feel bad about yourself or make you wish that you had my life or play off of your jealousy so that I can monetize off of it? That's what the beauty industry, a lot of the wellness industry, and diet culture. Personally, I think Instagram and TikTok in particular are the main perpetrators of pushing these unrealistic beauty standards onto us. One, TikTok is such quick short form content, and even if you do sit up and post a whole 10-minute video, that is still 10 minutes out of the 24 hours of the day. That's a little snippet, and you don't know what that person really does those other couple of hours of the day, or how much that person may have worked out, or what they went and bought to have done, what procedure they've undergone to sit up here and tell you, yeah, you should eat this every day because that's what I did to do this. And I feel like this just made it easier for most people to feel that fear of missing out, or FOMO as we like to call it. Feeling like, well, for me, for example, I'm 27. I'm not getting Botox. I'm preventative Botox. You see these? I'm gonna keep them. That's okay. That's normal. I look like a person. I can express. I can emote. See how that goes? Love it here. But I see other people that are like, I'm 24 and I gotta get the Botox here, 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 here. And I'm just like, ooh. Social media has rotted your brain and made you think that that's normal and that's okay and that that's even cute. Can we talk about how that's not cute? Can we please talk about it? Like how majority of these procedures that we're seeing are not helping you. Summer Walker, for example. You look at the pictures Summer Walker posts, beautiful body, amazing body. If you look at the pictures that are taken of Summer Walker and posted, centaur, millipede, it's creepy. Again, people can perfectly curate these pictures to be who they want us to see them as, rather than who they really are. And we got to keep that in mind when we're scrolling. Personally, I think one of the most toxic things to come to short form content is day in life and what I eat, get ready with me, and get unready with me. You can go to Sephora and buy $300 worth of skincare. That's not gonna make you that girl. It's not. And I don't know, whoever you thought of In your head, when I said that girl, if it wasn't you, that's what I mean. In itself, that's what I mean. When I think it girl, when I say it girl, anybody but yourself pops in. That is the exact problem that I'm talking about. But we're led to believe that if we buy all the same products as her, and if we wear the same Lululemon tights as her, and buy all of Rihanna's sets, and get all the TikTok bras and teddies that we see, that will then become this beautiful influencer, and all our problems will be solved, and we're going to have 1 million followers tomorrow. No, that's not how life works. The truth is, a lot of these people are promoting stuff that they didn't do. For one, they just didn't even try. They are being paid to tell you that stuff. So, of course, they're going to lie. They're being paid handsomely. It's paying their whole mortgage just by sitting there telling you, yeah, this phone case is going to make you smarter. It's going to make you an organized person. And this is what's going to change 2025 for you. This is the key to unlocking success. This planner, that's it. Planner, phone case, and you'll be a successful human being. And the worst part is people eat it up. Like, y'all will see paid promotion in the video and be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. That's a whole other video for another time. I just think it's ironic how these apps were initially put out in promoting self-expression and freedom of speech and uniqueness and individuality, all for us. I don't even know how many years it's been since that came out, but I'm gonna look. Okay, so it came out in 2010. It's 2025 now. I'll give it to 2024 since it technically came out in June, so we'll just give it 14 years. In 14 years, we've taken an app meant for self-expression, individuality, promoting just being your freaking self, and turned it into, this is where I go get my inspiration to be a drone and follow everybody else. This is where I go to make sure that I'm staying on top of the trends that everybody else is doing. This is where I go and be a follower. It's depressing. Because on one hand, it's marketing. It's nothing but marketing. All social media is marketing. And so they just market to the right people, and they get the same subservient people to sit up and be like, yes, I must buy the wigs and the eyelashes. I must get all the makeup. Yes, I must go get the BBL. Getting the BBL will turn me into Rihanna. That's why y'all keep wearing the blonde wigs. Y'all want to be Beyonce so bad. Buying that blonde wig is not going to make you Beyonce. It's not going to make you prettier. It's not going to raise your credit score. Get it together. However, there is hope with this new generation. I'm not saying cancel culture is right. I can't even sit up and say that I agree with it. Like, they on the right track. They just need some guidance, is what I'll say. But I love the influencers. I love that there are people who are now, becoming a little bit more popular for being so drastically far outside of the norm that they could just be them, And it's cool. I feel like those are the people who deserve to be these big, huge name influencers. I'm telling y'all, the last person I cared about was Jenna Marbles, and y'all ran her off the internet. So here I am. Because at some point, I'm going to be a 32-year-old lady just doing things, and I want an outlet. And another, misguided one that I feel like if we had stayed on the right track with it, it could have been beautiful for our society. But the fat people done took it over. And it's body positivity. Like, I do think that overall, as an umbrella term, it's a great thing. Like, it's for people like me. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get back here. Let y'all see me. Just for people like me. You got body fat. It's okay. You got body fat. You got a little something, It's for people like me. It is not for people who want to be in my "Is TikTok making you fat" video. It's not for them. And those are the people who have taken it over. And I feel like that's just another thing that we've done to further push us back as a society and not hold us accountable. But that's, again, another video for another week. Stop taking everything to the absolute extreme. If we were to really sit and develop these movements for what they are, we could definitely have a much better time on social media. But all of that just to say, social media has become a big part of our society and the culture of our society. So it's not going anywhere. TikTok might be gone in a couple of days. I don't know when this is going to come out. That doesn't mean that we can't still use our other platforms to create a more pleasant social media experience, I should say. Because at the end of the day, it's all about self-acceptance, self-love, and self-esteem. And if you know that you're lacking in those areas, maybe you should take a break. And it's okay to take a break from social media. You don't have to, you're not missing out on anything. I promise you, you ain't missing out on shit. They ain't talking about nothing. In conclusion, social media is something that's not going anywhere for real, you guys. What we can do is just make sure that we're more mindful of how we're using it. And when we do see these day in lives or what I eat, realize that that person is probably being paid to put that content out. That person's probably being paid by one of those brands to talk about what they're putting out there. This person is it's their life, it's their job. In the same way somebody gets on a commercial and tell you, yes, OxyClean is the best I've ever used. They were paid for that. So make sure that we're looking at social media the same way. And how about, personally, I don't follow a lot of influencers. I follow regular everyday people. And if they happen to blow up, cool, great. But I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I feel like I'm going to be made to feel less than. So I suggest you do the same. Also, remember that pretty much everything you see on social media is edited. That person probably really don't look like that. Like I said with the Summer Walker example, look at her, go look at her social media, and then go look at the pictures from her concerts. It's all about catching the right angle. It's all about getting the right lighting to make us consume more. So keep that in mind next time you're scrolling. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear some of y'all experiences on maybe the craziest thing that you've seen in social media. What's the weirdest plastic surgery that you've come across? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Go ahead and share this with a friend that you know needs to know how beautiful they are. And have a wonderful rest of your day.